mercy.
Will you help me?
Sorry, but I won't be helping you.
But what goes around comes around.
This is the toughest position I can imagine being in.
And now, Studio 7.
To win on Studio 7, it's ridiculously cutthroat.
The idea of potentially being $77,000 richer is a very, very intriguing one. I'm playing like the Darwin philosophy on this one. It's survival of the fittest.
You never know what's really going on in someone's head, and you never really know who you can trust. I guarantee there's someone in this house who is not showing all their cards. Hi.
When Nicole walked in the room, our jaws pretty much collectively dropped.
I have no problem using my intelligence. Why shouldn't I use my looks too?
I'm going to be with these people 24 hours a day, in the same room with them for like 9 hours of the day.
Sean Patrick is the big threat.
Sean wants this more than anybody here.
My strategy is just hope that everything works out for me.
You're the game. I'm really scared now.
I actually literally threw up a couple times.
I'm definitely in it to win.
Whoever stands in my way is going to have to go down.
I'm ready to fight now.
Good evening, and welcome to Studio 7. You're about to be examined in a sequence of rounds that will explore your command of contemporary knowledge and your powers of memorization and recall. Tonight's winner will be the one who remains coolest, calmest, and competes most strategically under tremendous pressure. Each of you wears a silver ring around your neck, a single ring from a chain that connects each of you to each other. At a critical moment tonight, you may remove this ring in order to ask one of your fellow players for help.
Help me.
From all over the country, the 7 of you have come to New York City. You've lived in luxury with your opponents for 1 week. You've studied intensely. You've formed friendships and rivalries, and I'm sure that you think you've figured each other out. But remember, only the last player standing wins $77,000. And whatever alliances you might have made, when it comes down to money, who can you truly trust? To your pods. The 7 of you have all passed a very difficult test to qualify to be here, but to win tonight's game, you have to beat all 6 of your opponents over 6 challenging rounds. The first 3 rounds will test your command of contemporary knowledge, the news, politics, sports, and popular culture of the 21st century, the year 2004, and the last 30 days. The few of you who advance to rounds 4 and 5 will then have to prove your mastery of the specialized subject and the memorization challenge. Finally, just 2 of you will advance to the head-to-head speed round, where under intense pressure, you will be asked about the most recent events, the events of just the last 7 days. But first, you have to make it through round 1, in which we test your knowledge of the 21st century. The order to this round has been randomly determined. Player number 5, please exit your pod and approach the microphone. Name?
Boaz Frankel,
Age?
22,
Place of residence?
Portland, Oregon. Just graduated NYU, and I'm not really sure what I'm doing right now.
Boaz gets along with everyone in the group.
Boaz is absolutely the most adorable person I've ever seen.
My friends would probably describe me as a little offbeat, a little wacky, but fun to have around, and I think thoughtful. I think, you know, I'm a good listener. Yeah! I can feel the money in my hand. If I win, I would definitely want to donate, I think, to things in Portland. I really want to help out at home, you know, sort of the city I grew up in, because I love it here so much.
Boaz, in December 2003, Michael Jackson, in his first televised interview since his arrest on child molestation charges, was interviewed by Ed Bradley on what news program?
I would like to answer the question. 60 Minutes.
Player number 7, please exit your pod and approach the microphone.
My name is Matt Freitas, and I'm 19 years old. I live in Chelmsford, Massachusetts, and I go to Brown University. At school, I dive on the swimming and diving team. I'm a really competitive person. I always want to win. Like, I'm hard on myself all the time. Even if I win, I'll be hard on myself.
I feel like I could trust Matt a lot, but there's just evidence as to why I might not be able to trust him.
I think Matt's definitely scheming.
Matt, in 2003, what children's author reportedly became the wealthiest British woman in show business with a fortune that even exceeded the Queen's?
I'd like to ask for help.
Who would you like to ask for help?
Boaz. My biggest fear would be getting out on the first round.
I would help anybody who asked me for help. Really, I think.
Boaz. If he's suspicious of anyone, he's probably suspicious of me.
You know, I want to be able to trust them if I ask them for help, so I want them to be able to trust me.
Who would you like to ask for help?
Boaz.
Please remove your ring and discard it into the pool of the 7.
Boaz, will you help me?
Of course I will. Well, I mean, I think you know what book this is, clearly.
Obviously.
Some people say I look like Harry Potter. Yeah, author of Harry Potter is J.K. Rowling.
J.K. Rowling. I'd like to answer the question. J.K. Rowling.
Player number 2.
New Jersey girls are just like me. Very cultured, I think, well-mannered, not so big hair.
Like, it seems like she's always gotten what she's wanted her whole life.
If you own Dolce & Gabbana and you talk about buying Prada bags and Manolo Blahniks, you probably don't need to win this game. You probably just need to go ahead and get a job.
My strategy is to kind of come on as airheady as I can.
She's pretty much told everybody that she's trying to play up the dumb blonde thing.
$77,000 is a lot of money. That is enough to spoil myself and be the biggest princess I can be. I would love to win the money. It would make me so happy.
Nicole, on October 26, 2001, what controversial act was signed by President Bush giving law enforcement agencies increased power to investigate suspected terrorist plots?
I'd like to answer the question. The Patriot Act.
Player number 1.
Some people would say I'm fun and outgoing. Some people would say I'm obnoxious.
John's a wonderful guy. He's just been like all laughs.
Everything clashes with purple.
He's also super laid back.
Correct. I haven't shaved in weeks. I haven't brushed my teeth in probably like 3 or 4 days. I have $142 in my bank account. So I guess I could bring myself to study for the chance at $77,000.
John, claiming he was battered during his 16-month marriage, David Guest filed a $10 million lawsuit in October 2003 against what famed singer?
I'd like to answer the question. Liza Minnelli.
Player number 4.
My name is Stephanie Chu. I'm 21 years old from Atlanta, Georgia, and I currently go to Columbia University.
There's definitely something special about Stephanie. She just has this way about her that's just so easygoing. She's not trying to be deceptive or manipulative at all.
I don't really get along with people who are really uptight, who always want things their way, because since I have been an only child, I'm pretty much used to getting things my way all the time.
Stephanie, in 2003, Royston Langdon, the former frontman of the British band Space Hog, married what actress who starred in the Lord of the Rings trilogy?
I would like to answer the question. Natalie Portman.
I'm sorry, Stephanie, that's incorrect. The correct answer is Liv Tyler. Please proceed to the block where you'll await your fate. Player number 3.
He's very focused on winning the game.
I'm really passionate about just finding out what's going on in the world.
He's up all the time studying. He can't sleep at night and has to go out to the living room to study.
$77,000, that is just such a large amount of money. I've tried not to let myself think about it too much.
Sean Patrick, in September 2003, people in what U.S. city reenacted the Boston Tea Party to protest an initiative that would have taxed espresso drinks?
I'd like to answer the question. Seattle, Washington.
Player number 6.
Basically, the goal is screw people over and win.
She's a tough nut to crack. Like, no matter what anyone says, she always does something better. Like, I'm like, oh, I know someone who ate 50 hamburgers. She's like, oh, my friend ate a locomotive.
I am incredibly competitive. I will knock you out of the way to win. And I am not shy about it either.
Cassie, what's the name of the two-wheeled human transportation vehicle unveiled by inventor Dean Kamen in December 2001?
I'd like to ask for help.
Cassie is sort of doomed, unfortunately, because she made a lot of enemies.
Boaz is so cute, I just want to break his kneecaps.
Cassie would stab me and leave me for dead in the gutter in order to advance herself along.
Cassie doesn't even make an attempt to be charming.
The first game of Trivial Pursuit ever.
She really has gone out of her way almost to alienate people.
I wouldn't help her. I'd like to see her go home.
Who would you like to ask for help?
Sean Patrick.
Please remove your ring and discard it into the pool of the 7.
Sean Patrick, will you help me?
I'm sorry, but if you can't recall this, I'm not really sure that you belong in the next round. So I'm sorry, but I won't be helping you.
Did you expect that Sean Patrick was going to help you?
I didn't know, but now I have information if I make it to the next round. I'd like to answer the question. Mogul scooter?
Cassie, that is incorrect. It's the Segway human transporter. Please join Stephanie on the block where you'll await your fate. So 2 players, Stephanie and Cassie, have failed to answer their questions correctly. It is now down to you, the remaining 5 players, to decide who stays and who goes. John, please tell us who you want to eliminate and why.
I'm not going to blow smoke up either of your butts and say that this was a tough decision to make. Stephanie, from the get-go, you were nice to everyone, including myself, and have said that you would help me in later rounds. Cassie, you did the exact opposite, and Cassie, I'm voting you off.
Sean Patrick, tell us who you want to eliminate and why.
Stephanie, I'm rather surprised that you actually didn't ask for help in that situation, because I think there was a couple of people that could have given it to you. Regardless, the Segway question was much easier, I felt. For that reason, I'm sorry, Cassie, but I have to vote you off.
Nicole, tell us who you want to eliminate and why.
The myriad of dumb blonde jokes and Prada bag comments made throughout the week, I just found to be offensive, and I just feel like I bonded with Stephanie more. So Cassie, I'm really sorry, but I'm going to have to vote you off.
Cassie, it was a unanimous vote against you. Thank you for your participation. You've been eliminated from the game. Stephanie, you may get a chance to use that ring after all. You may rejoin your fellow competitors.
That was like a crushing moment, not because I was upset that I was leaving, but because then I realized that there were a lot of people playing fake the whole week. I just really didn't think everybody felt that way.
Sean Patrick is the strongest contender in the house.
He's like a sensei, and we're just Padawan learners.
Sensei master. I think Sean Patrick's playing the game a little bit better than I am, so I kind of want to beat him at his game.
Please, Sean, help me. Will you help me?
Studio 7 is brought to you in part by Juicy Juice.
And now, there are just 6 of you.
You're pitching my nose thing I can't follow.
There you go.
Oh, I got boogers all over my upper lip. They're stuck in my mustache.
John and Boaz's the Gilligan and the Skipper 2 routine is really starting to wear thin with me.
This was Studio 7 Bizarro Week. It was like being in Bizarro World.
We're joking around a lot of the time, and sometimes that gets in the way of study.
If you can't focus on studying for 4 days, then I really, really hope you're not taking up somebody else's opportunity to win.
John, please exit your pod and approach the microphone. The first round tested your knowledge of the 21st century. Now the next round will test your knowledge of the events of just this year, 2004. This is a single elimination round. It will take just one wrong answer. The first of you to make a mistake will be eliminated from the game, so beware. John, in his 2004 State of the Union address, President Bush said use of what type of drug by professional athletes is dangerous and sends the wrong message to young people.
I can't believe I'm going to say this, but I'd like to ask for help.
Who would you like to ask for help?
I'd like to ask Sean Patrick Taylor, please.
Please remove your ring and discard it into the pool of the 7.
Sports and politics in the same question. Is it what I think it is?
John, you've been an absolute pleasure to live with this past week. I can't remember a time in my life when I've laughed so hard and just pretty much been generally happy to be around somebody, so I'm certainly going to help you in any way I can. Obviously, I think it's steroids. It's just a question of whether or not specifically it's Balco or a general answer for steroids.
I just assumed because it was George Bush, he maybe said something wrong or something like that. Thank you, Sean Patrick. Much love from up above. I would like to answer the question, please. Steroids?
Much love from up above to you, too. You're right.
What a waste of a ring.
Nicole, on June 2nd, what boxing promoter joined with the chairman of the Republican National Committee to urge African Americans to vote for President Bush?
I'd like to answer the question. Don King.
Stephanie, in 2004, what famously decadent ice cream maker released a line of low-carb ice cream called Carb Karma?
I would like to answer their question. Ben and Jerry's.
Sean Patrick, what mythical hero did Brad Pitt portray in the 2004 movie Troy?
I would like to ask for help.
Who would you like to ask for help?
I would like to ask Boaz for help.
Please remove your ring and discard it into the pool of the 7.
I'm gonna cry right now. I was praying like, don't pick me, don't pick me, don't pick me. Gosh, I didn't see this either. Anybody in the audience?
Let's talk about potential characters.
There's Helen of Troy. That's a female.
Pretty sure Brad wasn't Helen of Troy.
Yeah, we got that down.
Is this the same story as the Odyssey?
This is, the Trojan War and that.
But wasn't it?
I don't think so.
It's okay, buddy. Thanks.
Oh my gosh. I'm not going to sleep well tonight.
At this point, I'm not sure if I'm more scared of missing this question or having to face Cassie after this. It's not. She's gonna. She has reason to be angry.
You guys will have a little one-on-one time back there.
I am going to give my best guess and apologize to all my English teachers if I'm wrong, but I would like to answer the question, Odysseus.
Sean Patrick, I'm sorry, that is incorrect. Achilles is the correct answer. You've been eliminated from the game. Thank you for your participation. Good luck back there, Sean Patrick.
All my family and friends were so supportive and just so encouraging. And my mom right now, who's in the audience tonight, I know she is back in her hotel room and probably taking this a lot worse than I am.
Hi, this is the Princess Confessional.
Nicole seems to be playing up the ditziness.
Is that Tiffany? It totally is.
But she's really smart.
Well, Nikki's using her sex appeal to play the game.
If people can't see past my hair and past my body, that's their own stupidity to blame. Because I do have a brain in this pretty little head of mine.
And now there are just 5 of you.
Boaz.
Boaz knows an insane amount about the specialty category.
I think that he could completely take the whole game.
Stephanie knows a lot of like weird art questions.
I definitely think Stephanie's the strongest player out of the girls.
Matt is really getting the work done. He's really great at memorizing. He's really knows his stuff.
John just acts like he doesn't know a lot about any of the categories, but I think he might.
Nicole knows her material. She told me that she came into this show almost 100% sure that she could win it.
She seems like she's pretty cutthroat.
Nicole, please exit your pod and approach the microphone. We've tested your knowledge of the 21st century and the year 2004. Now we're going to narrow our focus to more recent events in the world of news, entertainment, sports, and popular culture. The events of the last 30 days. Nicole, on July 1st, what Japanese company announced plans to launch a digital music player to rival Apple's iPod?
I think I have a pretty good idea of what it is, but I'm not 100% sure. But I want to hold on to my ring, so I'm just going to guess. I'd like to answer the question. Sony?
Stephanie, on July 20th, what member of the president's entourage made headlines for sticking out her tongue at members of the press at a St. Louis airport?
I would like to answer the question. Jenna Bush.
John, on July 7th, a new talk show premiered on CNBC hosted by what bad boy tennis commentator?
I would like to answer the question. John McEnroe.
Matt, on July 6th, the Prime Minister of Cambodia offered citizenship to what American actress because of her humanitarian efforts there?
I'd like to answer the question. Angelina Jolie.
Boaz, on July 7th, John Kerry compared himself and John Edwards to the Bush-Cheney team when he claimed, "We've got a better sense of what's happening to America, and we've got better..." what?
John Edwards is a handsome, handsome man. I'll say hair. I like hair a lot. Dick Cheney's hair really is not that great. I mean, if they had hair like yours, that'd be a different story. You have awesome hair, by the way.
It's not going to get you any farther, but thank you.
I'd like to answer the question. Hair.
Stephanie, on July 7th, legendary sidekick Ed McMahon joined what puppet on the premiere of a talk show for the TV Land cable channel?
I would like to answer the question. Elmo.
Stephanie, I'm sorry, that's incorrect. The correct answer is Alf. You're familiar with the block? Please return to the block. You'll await your fate. Stephanie, you're killing me with that ring. You don't get to take it home, you know? John, on July 8th, it was announced that what 57-year-old British rock star underwent emergency heart surgery for a blocked artery?
I would like to answer the question. Elton John.
Sorry, John, that's incorrect. Correct answer was David Bowie.
He looks so healthy, though.
You think Elton John looks like he's got trouble?
Like, Bowie gets up and walks around the stage. Elton kind of just sits there.
Oh, he's playing piano, though.
Yeah, so I figured he was more out of shape than Bowie.
Why don't you head over to the block?
Yeah.
Nicole, Boaz, Matt, take a moment now to consider your options. Who do you want to get rid of in order to make your chances for winning $77,000 tonight that much better? Nicole, tell us who you want to eliminate and why.
I can't vote off another girl, and unfortunately, I feel if I were on the block and you were in my position, you would make the same choice.
You're very right.
I'm very sorry, John, but I have to vote you off.
Boaz, tell us who you want to eliminate and why.
I had such a great time with both of you this week. And, you know, if I win, we're all flying to Portland, Oregon together anyway. With that, one of you is my bunkmates, and we've had a really awesome time this week. And I also know you have no clue of anything about the special topic. So why not go for that? Sorry. I'm voting out Stephanie.
The decision comes down to you, sir.
All right, I hate to be the deciding factor, but Stephanie, I think that I've connected with you the best out of all the roommates. Unfortunately, this is a game, and I think that we both know that John doesn't know the material. So I'm really sorry, Stephanie, but I'm voting against you.
Thank you, man. Stephanie, you've been eliminated from the game. Thank you for your participation.
When I said that I wanted to answer the question, I regretted it. I was pretty shocked at how Matt voted, but I should have used my ring.
John, how do you feel about that specialty subject that you were given to study?
It's the first time in my life I'm glad I didn't study.
Well, let's see how you do with the material. You can rejoin the game.
My whole life, I've had this kind of weird luck. Like, things always work out for me. My strategy is hope for the best. Like, get the right questions, other people get the wrong questions, and I just skid my way to that last round.
And now there are just 4 of you. John, please exit your pod and approach the microphone. The next round will test your knowledge of the specialized subject that was assigned to you at the beginning of the week. You've been given materials on the subject of the making of cheese and facts about American artisanal cheeses. This is a single elimination round. It will take just one wrong answer. The first of you to make a mistake will be eliminated from the game. I hope you all took time to familiarize yourselves with the subject, although I have a sense that some of you didn't. Do you have any level of comfort with the material?
I eat tons of cheese. That's about the extent of my cheesery.
John, early cheese coloring agents were made from marigold petals and the juice of what vegetable?
I would like to answer the question. Carrots?
Boaz, what's the second most popular cheese in the U.S.?
I know the first most popular is like the processed stuff. But I'm going to take a guess at second is cheddar. I think I'll go for it. Although I do have a ring, right? So I might as well use it. Yeah, okay. Well, what if I have another cheese question later?
You do have a ring. This is the last opportunity to use this, and this is a single elimination round. I give you that information. I can counsel you no further.
Okay, I'm going to guess. I'd like to answer the question. Cheddar.
Boaz, it's mozzarella. You've been eliminated from the game. Thank you for your participation.
What I was really worried about was that if I stayed in for another round of cheese, there was no way I'd ever get the second cheese question. So I was like, well, if I feel pretty sure about this one, let's keep my ring for that. That was a bad move.
John, who I really know in my heart is gunning for me at this point.
Next, I would say Nikki would go.
Ideally, I'm in it till the 4th round for friendship. Come the 4th round, I'm going for $77,000.
Big Time is getting bigger. 100% bigger. 1 hour every Sunday. Steve Harvey's Big Time. Season premiere September 12th on the WB's Big Sunday.
And now there are just 3 of you left in the game. One of you is going to win $77,000. The next round will test your ability to recall, under intense pressure, the memorization assignment that was given to you at the beginning of the week. It is a list of Billboard #1 singles from the year 1989, the artists who performed them, the dates they hit #1, and the number of weeks they stayed at the top of the chart. At the end of this round, the 2 of you who do the best will advance to the final round to play for $77,000. The player who does the worst will be eliminated. The order for this round has been randomly determined. John, please take your place in the pool of the 7. Nicole and Matt, please follow the security officer to isolation backstage.
Matt really knows his stuff. He's got like the whole memorization down pat. He's an Ivy Leaguer. He's not obviously no schlub when it comes to intelligence.
I think I can take anyone in memorization.
The way you smile, modern English, November 11th. The memorization is tough. It's kind of boring to actually just try to memorize stuff.
Modern English is bad English.
Is it bad English?
John, I don't think is going to make it far.
Matt is a much stronger contender than John.
If I know 15 and someone else slips up on number 14, I win. And you just have to be not the worst. You don't have to be the best.
Did you spend more time with this than with the cheese assignment?
What do you think? I'm regretting it now, obviously. Hindsight is 20/20, but it's so hard to study.
You had fun around the house, though.
Oh, yeah. I had fun, but could also use 77 grand. It buys a lot of fun.
The assignment has 128 elements. If you get just 1 element incorrect or out of sequence, your turn will be over. At the end of this round, the 2 of you who do the best will proceed to the final round to play for $77,000. The player who does the worst will be eliminated. You may set your own pace in this round, I must warn you. You will be timed. In the event of a tie, the person who completed the task the fastest will be declared the winner. Could mean the difference between going into the final round and being eliminated. You ready?
Sure.
Your time starts now.
My prerogative, Bobby Brown, January 14th,
My
1
prerogative,
week.
Bobby Brown, January 14th, 1 week. Two Hearts,
Phil Collins, January 21st, 2
January
weeks.
21st, 2 weeks. When I'm with you,
Sheriff, February 4th, 1 week.
February 4th, 1 week.
Straight Up, Paula Abdul, February 11th, 3 weeks.
February 11th, 3 weeks.
Lost in Your Eyes, Debbie
Lost
Gibson,
in Your Eyes,
March 4th,
Debbie
3
Gibson,
weeks.
March 4th, 3 weeks.
The Living Years, Mike and the Mechanics,
Mike and the
March
Mechanics,
25th, 1 week.
March 25th, 1 week. Eternal Flame,
Bangles, April 1st,
April 1st,
1 week.
1 week.
The Look, Roxette, April 8th, 1 week.
April 8th, 1 week. She Drives Me Crazy, Fine
Young Cannibals.
April
15th,
15th,
1 week.
1 week.
Like a Prayer, Madonna, April 22nd,
April 22nd,
3 weeks.
3 weeks.
I'll Be There For You, Bon Jovi.
Bon Jovi.
May 13th, 1 week.
May 13th, 1 week. Forever Your Girl,
Paula Abdul, May 20th, 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Rock On, Michael Damian, June 3rd, 1 week.
Damian, June 3rd, 1 week.
Wind Beneath My Wings, Bette Midler, June 10th, 1 week.
June 10th, 1 week. I'll Be Loving You Forever,
New Kids on the Block, June 17th, 1 week.
1 week.
Satisfied, Richard Marx, June 24th, 1 week.
Don't forget.
Nicole, the answer was Satisfied. You started to read the title of the following song.
Baby Don't Forget My Number, Milli Vanilli, July 1st, 1 week. Good Thing, Fine Young Cannibals, July 8th, 1 week. If You Don't Know Me By Now, Simply Red, July 15th, 1 week. Toy Soldiers, Martika, July 22nd, 2 weeks. Bat Dance, Prince, August 5th, 1 week. Right Here Waiting, Richard Marx, August 12th, 3 weeks. Cold Hearted, Paula Abdul, September 2nd, 1 week. Hanging Tough, New Kids on the Block, September 9th, 1 week. Right here waiting. Yeah, I know it.
My Prerogative, Bobby Brown, January 14th, 1 week. Two Hearts, Phil Collins, January 21st, 2 weeks. When I'm With You, Sheriff, February 4th, 1 week. Straight Up, Paula Abdul, February 11th, 3 weeks. Lost in Your Eyes, Debbie Gibson, March 4th, 3 weeks. The Living Years, Fine Young Cannibals, Mike and the Mechanics. Wow.
You all really moved through this material. John, as the other players were in isolation, you said that you regretted not spending more time with the material. Nicole, I think you might be surprised at how your score stacks up. As you know, you made a mistake on something I think you knew. John, you successfully completed 96 elements in the sequence. Nicole, you successfully completed 60 elements in the sequence. Matt, as you know, you only completed 21 elements. You've been eliminated from the game. Thank you for your participation.
I was set on going to the finals. I thought that John would definitely be the person going, and I would go up against Nikki.
John definitely hustled everybody.
The guy who never studied just flew through questions was just shocking.
So, John and Nicole, when we come back, you're going to play head-to-head in our speed round for $77,000. Please return to your pods.
Nicole, tricky Nikki, she's a wily one.
She flirts with John an awful lot.
I think he knows he never has a chance with a girl like me.
I have news for you, Nicole. You angered the bear.
And now there are just two of you left at the game. One of you is about to win $77,000. The other will leave with nothing. Contained within this envelope are questions that cover the most recent events in the world of news, entertainment, sports, and popular culture. The events of just the last 7 days. This round is a straight race against the clock. The one of you who is able to answer 7 of these questions correctly in the fastest time will be the winner.
John and Nicole were the last two people I expected to be in the final round together.
John's my buddy. I really want that guy to win more than anything.
The fact that he had gotten to the last round was just a shock to everybody, I think.
If I won the 77 grand, with champagne afterwards would taste that much better, knowing that I beat people that work so hard.
Nicole is definitely the one that I have the most mixed feelings about.
She just didn't really relate to people, and I just sort of think that she's a little fake.
I think they're honestly threatened by the fact that not only am I smart, but I'm very pretty, and I think that really puts me in a horrible position in this game.
John is the winner of round 5. You may elect to go first or second.
I'm going to go with first, I guess.
Nicole, please follow the security officer to isolation backstage. John, please exit your pod and approach the microphone. John, unlike in previous rounds, you may interrupt me in this round. I must warn you, you may miss valuable information. If you do so, I will have to accept your first answer. You no longer have to say, I would like to answer the question before giving your answer. If you want to move on to the next question, you may pass at any time, but once you pass a question, you may not return to it. Miss Kelly is going to count your correct answers aloud. The clock will stop when you reach 7.
No pressure.
You ready then?
Let's do this.
Your time starts now. On July 27th, which son of a former president spoke at the Democratic National Convention on the importance...
1.
On July 22nd, it was announced that the Adolf Coors Company plans to merge with what 218-year-old Canadian beer company?
Molson.
2.
On July 25th, what U.S. cyclist won a record-breaking 6th
Lance Armstrong.
3.
Released July 23rd, what film gained notoriety when a full frontal nude scene with leading man Colin Farrell was cut?
Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Wrong.
On July 28th, despite protests from 51 congressmen, which network premiered its new reality show Amish in the City?
UPN.
4.
On Tuesday, July 27th, which rap artist received 6 MTV Video Music Award nominations for his single 99 Problems?
Jay-Z.
5.
On July 22nd, what Democratic presidential candidate from Ohio formally ended his campaign and endorsed John Kerry?
Pass.
On Friday, July 23rd, Ken Jennings won what syndicated trivia show
Jeopardy.
for a record...
6.
On July 27th, Entertainment Weekly reported that actor Pierce Brosnan will no longer play what movie
James Bond.
Stop.
Got 7 answers in a time of 57 seconds, 17/100ths. Please return to your pod and we'll recall Nicole to the studio. John has recorded a time in his round. We're now going to count down from that time to play your round. If you answer 7 questions correctly before you hear the bell, that means you've won the game. If you hear the bell before you've reached 7, that means John is the winner. Again, any questions?
No. I still have my ring, though.
Ask me for help.
Okay, you ready? Your time starts now. On July 27th, which son of a former president spoke at the Democratic...
One.
On July 22nd, it was announced that the Adolf Coors Company plans to merge with...
Molson.
2.
On July 25th, what U.S. cyclist won a record-breaking 6th straight...
3.
Released on July 23rd, what film gained notoriety when a full frontal nude scene with a leading man crawling...
4.
On July 28th, despite protests from 51 congressmen, which network premiered its new reality show, Amish in the City?
UPN.
5.
On Tuesday, July 27th, which rap artist received 6 MTV Video Music Award nominations for his single 99 Problems?
Jay-Z.
6.
On July 22nd, what Democratic presidential candidate from Ohio formally ended his campaign and endorsed John Kerry?
Pass.
On Friday, July 23rd, Ken Jennings won what syndicated trivia show
Jeopardy.
for...
Stop.
Within the first, 10 seconds, it suddenly fit in, Nicole's winning. I mean, you just realized it, and it was a big letdown.
Nicole, John set a very fast time of 57 seconds. You answered your 7 questions faster. You're the winner of $77,000.
57 seconds I thought was a really fast time, but then when I was watching my watch tick while Nicole was going, I was realizing that 57 seconds is a long 57 seconds.
I'm so disappointed, not because I didn't win, but because none of the others of us won.
Everyone came to the agreement that they weren't that happy about Nikki winning.
I was the contestant that no one wanted to see win.
We all felt like we'd sort of been screwed over by Nicole.
The whole week I was thinking, I'm not playing this game right, I'm doing something wrong. Somewhere along the line I must have done something right.
I gotta give the girl credit. She was freezing, she was nervous, she was rattled before she went out there. She went out and she did it.
Truthfully, I think the thing I was most pissed off about is that I can't come back for the 8th week. I don't care about the money, I just want to come back and do this all again.
Nicole, again, thank you for your participation. We'll see you later on in the summer for Game 8 when you have the chance at that additional $777,000.
Tonight's Studio 7 featured music by Ezekiel Honig. Available now at thewb.com. Next Thursday, don't miss the big payoff.
You've just won $777,000.
Studio 7.